Checkpoint finally sent out the invitation for the CPX 2024, and this time it will be an in-person event. Finally. No more of this virtual one only. I mean, it's okay if they do like the roadmap or similar like keynotes virtual, but it's a different thing to do this in person. I mean, if you haven't seen like the roadmap presentation from Dorit, this is one of the most insane presentation that you can attend. It's like 200 slides in 45 minutes. And somehow it's more and more on these slides and less time. So it's like, okay, did I miss something? But it's cool to see it. Last time it was in Vienna, it was 2020, and Checkpoint just announced like R8040. So it's a while ago. And this time, Checkpoint did announce, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, the early availability version of R82. So of course, this will be the main focus within the CPX 2024. So why should you actually attend like the CPX? First of all, you have all like the internal speakers from Checkpoint, such as Dorit Dor, that takes the roadmap presentation, what Checkpoint is going to do the next year, or short, medium, and long term. And then we'll also have some other speakers that is really good. So Avi, for example, he's one of the best speakers in the industry. Normally has some really good keynote presentation. I don't know if he will be having a keynote or like a breakout session, but it's worth listening to him. Jera, of course, always fun to hear. And TJ, maybe like the most charismatic, like, okay, let's go. He normally takes like the cloud stuff. He comes from, what is it called? Cloud9? No, yeah, Dome9. He comes from the Dome9 purchase. Really interesting to hear that. And Maya's presentations is normally really thoughtful when it comes to like cybersecurity, and it makes you think. She's really good in doing these presentations. So the agenda itself isn't very specified as of yet, but more or less all the partners and employees come on Monday, and then the customers comes on Tuesday, and you leave either on Thursday or on Friday. If you are a technician and you have existing certificates, I would advise you to stay for Friday as well, because here you have the optional certification boot camp. So this is an additional day with additional training that can extend your existing certificate with 1 more year. So the tracks, you can check them under tracks, and here you see a brief highlight of what they are going to present or what they're going to talk about. So what I'm mostly checking out on CPX, first of all, the keynotes, of course, but then you have like the hands-on labs. So hands-on labs is where you can try different features for the new software, in this case R82. And normally you have like product managers or product owners and R&D people that you can talk to, so you can present feedback to this to Checkpoint employees more or less, and you can try out the features, see if it is what you expected, and you can ask questions directly to more or less the people that created the product. So the people that more or less did code it. So if they don't know, well, no one else will know. So the hands-on labs, or maybe it's this R&D Genius bar that they call new now, but at least it's a room full of like laptops, and then there are some screens, and you can sit around the table, and then there are an R&D product owner, product manager, or like an SC from Checkpoint explaining this specific feature. So this is really, I think that's one of the best thing within CPX. So if we go back to the agenda, we can see here that the customers comes on Tuesday and they have the check-in on the evening. I don't know how it is for different countries, but at least for Sweden, we have the Swedish user group on Tuesdays, meaning more or less the largest customers within Sweden comes together and discuss the issues, feedback to Checkpoint, etc. And this is, for me, one of the most important thing, because it means that I, as a technician, can talk to different technicians outside my own company that have similar environments. So it's a great opportunity for me to talk to other service providers that using like Checkpoint VSX, and we can discuss issues or feedback like technician to technician. So for me, the networking with other customers that have similar environments, it's like the biggest reason for me personally why I want to go to CPX. So if you go through the registration, you will see this one. So these are the actual boot camps that you can attend. And as you see, they are $400 additional on top of the ticket to the event. But if you make sure to book your trip and your event, you get a discount until I think it was end of December. So it's you can justify it that way. But I mean, to attend this event and then the training and extend your certificate with 1 year, I think that's awesome. And this is how I normally justify my own trip. I mean, not only to be able to speak to other customers, to share experience in different sizes of environments. It's not often for me, for example, to be able to talk to other service providers. So this is a great way to be able to talk to technicians that actually manage service provider security and working with Checkpoint. I can see the roadmap. I can influence R&D and more or less give them suggestion on what I want to have. And then I can extend my certificates for 1 year, so I don't need to think about that. I mean, for me, that's worth a lot. Hopefully my manager see that as well and allows me to go for this trip. I don't know. Hopefully we'll see in a few days. There's actually a possibility to speak at CPX as well. So if you have any idea that you would like to present in like the Checkmate community track, or maybe even a keynote for, I don't know, real big vendors, you can send in an ID or a paper. So here, call for paper, share your cybersecurity insight on stage at CPX 2024. So here are some suggestions of topics that it should involve, and the deadline for this is December 15. So normally there are a few people from the community that has presented on this CPX. I haven't done it myself. But for example, like Danny or Kaspar or I don't know, there is a few different ones that has actually presented. I think that Wolfgang and Timothy Hall has presented a few times. So there are, of course, people within this community that actually have some presentation on this CPX. And by the way, Patrick, if you're seeing this one, make sure to bring the beer jet again. It was quite funny. And for everyone else that has used my videos for taking certificates and so on, I'm expecting free beer. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in Vienna. Take care. Bye.